Hey guys, I uploaded some of those documents yesterday to my Google Drive to share with you all, and it really made me look at back through them. I'd always compared Clarksburg to Bridgeport's finances using the size of their budget as the measure. And in that regard, Bridgeport passed us sometime around 2014, 2015, barely. Um, that's really not the right way to look at it. I started looking again at their net fiscal position, which is something that is kind of obscured in our audit, but is very clear in Bridgeport's. Um, Net fiscal position means assets versus liabilities. And first of all, the property tax base of Bridgeport and Clarksburg. Bridgeport has a property tax base of $921 million. As Clarksburg is 626 million. But the residential portion is really significant because even though they have half as many people, they have almost twice the residential tax base as we do. Their homes are worth 4 times as much as ours. And as big as the Jerry Dove TIFs and all of that are, they're really only about 15% of the tax base of Bridgeport. So the net position of of, 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 of Bridgeport relative to Clarksburg. Bridgeport has assets of 138.5 million and liabilities of 128.7. So they're about 110 million dollars net positive. Clarksburg has assets of 100 million dollars and liabilities of about 75 million. So we have actually it's 22.9 million in the black, um, but 33.4% of that comes from the water board. If City Clarksburg, um, if you took the water board away from the accounting, City Clarksburg would be in the red in that fiscal position, and it all has to do with pension liabilities. Um, Clarksburg was a larger town and it's shrinking. We have more retirees in the pension system relative to the number of workers today than Bridgeport does. Bridgeport has way more young workers than it has retirees, and so their pensions are 168% funded. They're bringing in way more money every year than they're paying out. The actual core business operations of the city of Clarksburg, police, fire, etc., are minus 23 million in the hole due to these liabilities, where Bridgeport's 67 million in the black. Now, as business operations, water board, sewer pipes, parking were about the same size. Bridgeport's rainy day fund as of June 30, 2020 was $12.8 million. Ours was zero because the Clarksburg City Council, under the leadership of disgraced former Mayor Ryan Kennedy, spent our rainy day fund to do more demolitions in the name of public safety. We operated that fiscal year with $1.7 million cash on hand, about a month's worth of expenses, less than a month's. Bridgeport had $12.1 million cash on hand. They have so much cash and so much in their rainy day fund, they can almost pay off all their debt, including the debt for the new recreation center. So when you think about this, the relative position of Bridgeport over Clarksburg is night and day. We may have more people, but we are not in the same league financially. Nowhere close. And this matters because when we go to Bridgeport, if we were to try to go to them and say, we're going to jack your water rates up, they can just say, screw you, we'll just build our own plant. Or we'll buy from Fairmont, build a pipe out there. They've got that kind of money. And then we would be without that revenue and still having to maintain just as much plant. There's any number of ways they can leverage us. And they just have the money to spend on recreational things and on beautifying their downtown and on streetscapes that we simply don't have. And we've got to get it out of our head that if we just demolish some more houses, if we just get a little cute little downtown, then people will prefer to live here over Bridgeport. Folks, I don't have all the answers, but I know the answers I've been hearing, and including some of the answers I've been giving, aren't reflective of this reality. They're Bridgeport is way farther ahead of the game than us, um, and we've really need some good, clear-headed thinking, maybe even an outside consultant to help us. I'll holler at you later.